What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Revival. My name is JJ, and it's contest time again. Okay, so this contest has a little bit of a story that kind of makes me look like a dummy, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did because for a few reasons. I would assume a lot of you that watch my channel know who Pat the NES Punk is, Pat Country, and that him and like his whole crew, he's got a bunch of other game reviewers and people that are active in his circle are like big into obviously NES, and they released that he always, if you ever listen to his show, he always talks about a certain NES guidebook, and it's just a big thick book with a review for every single US NES game. And it's really goes into depth in each one. It's gorgeous to look at. There's beautiful screenshots of each game. Really lets you know what to expect from each one. They rate them all. It's really just a fun read and a great collector's item. I have it and I can't recommend it enough. So you might also then note that recently the Super Nintendo one was released as well. So when I heard that he was doing the Super Nintendo one, because I was late to the party on the NES one. I had to order it after the fact. And I was more than happy to do so. I didn't really know much about it beforehand, but when I did find out about it, I was like, I want one. Yes, please, absolutely. So I got one. Then he announced that they were going to be doing the Super Nintendo one. So I was like, awesome, I'm going to get on board with this one. So Kickstarter came out, and I pledged, and I did the tier that allowed me to get a special edition of the book. And you get your name printed in the back, so I'm like ecstatic. Well, so everything got done, they put the book together, Kickstarter was successful, got the notification that it was getting mailed out and all this stuff and everything, and because I'm never 100% sure, like, I tend to decide whether or not, like, I'm always on the fence on whether I'm going to move or not every year to find a new place and stuff, and I've been in the same place for the past 5 years. I just have not moved, but I am actually moving this year. I've already signed a lease on a new place, so I will have new surroundings and hopefully a dedicated game room at this place because it's got a really like a good-sized basement that I want to turn into one. So I'm super excited, and it'll have a whole new recording area for me and everything, and I just cannot wait to get into it. Anyway, so typically what I'll do is if it's something that I know is going to be coming in the mail somewhere down the line, but I'm not 100% sure when, and if I'll be at that same address. I know you can just forward it, have your address forwarded and whatnot like that, but I just have it because my mom lives so close to where I live. I just have it sent to her house, and so I just did that. So I got the notification that it had been sent on Kickstarter, and I get a phone call from her, sending her a text message that says like, hey, you got a package here, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet, it's awesome, it finally showed up, and I was super excited. And I go, awesome, yeah, about the size of the book. She goes, yeah, both of them are. And I was like, both of them? And she goes, yeah, there's two. And I was like, why is there, that's weird. And like, so I was like, maybe if you order the special edition, you get like a second one, like that's the standard edition with it or something? Like, I don't know, I mean, I'm, happy, whatever. So I went back onto Kickstarter and I started looking at the tier rewards and everything. Said nothing about getting a second copy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope they didn't send me somebody else's by mistake. Like I was terrified. I didn't want to, like, the last thing I want to do is rip anybody off or like anything like that. And I was like, well, you know what? I haven't even seen the boxes yet. Maybe it's something completely different, and she doesn't know. So we meet for dinner one night a week. She brought them when we went to dinner. And the two boxes looked exactly identical. Opened them up when I got home. Sure enough, there was the special edition that I ordered, and a standard edition. Both of them were addressed to me at that address, and I was like, this is so weird. Why am I getting an extra book? So, like I said, the last thing I want to do is rip anybody off, or like, God forbid, if it was supposed to go to somebody else's house and got sent to me by mistake, I want to make sure it goes to the right place. So I, went to my email and I emailed Pat, and I was like, hey, I just wanted to, I assume it's him, whoever's running the Kickstarter, which I just assumed was him. But I was like, I just want to, bring this to your attention. Here's what happened. I got a second book. If you guys want me to send it back, I don't want to rip anybody off. I'm not trying to take advantage of anybody. I'm not looking to sell it or anything like that. I just want to make sure it gets to the right place. I want to make sure it goes to a good home. Or if you guys, and I threw this at them as well. I was like, I wanted to be completely transparent, and I was such a goober about it. I was like, I know this is kind of a silly question, but I also run a really tiny YouTube channel. I would love to do like a contest, a giveaway or something to give it to somebody else. That way I know for sure it goes to a good home and whatnot. And I even like linked my channel, and I was like, if you want to just see that way, I don't want to like mention your name or something. If you don't want to be associated with me whatsoever, this is what it would be, getting into and that kind of stuff. Like I was trying to be as transparent as possible. And I was like, if you want me to send it back, I'm more than happy to do so. Or if you want me to forward it to somebody or whatever, I just don't want to, stir the pot or anything like that. I was terrified that something had gone wrong, and that somebody maybe was missing their book. So I get another email about a day later from him, and it says, "Hey Joseph," and it calls me Joseph, which is my actual name. But I had signed the email JJ, and the email is JJ. So I was like, well, that's a little weird, because I gave him my order number for the book, which is addressed to JJ. And if you look in the back of the book, my name is listed as a contributor as JJ. So I'm like, well, that's weird that he got that name. I was like, well, maybe he got it from the credit card that I used to pay for it or whatnot. No, apparently, and I don't remember doing this like in the slightest, but apparently when he first announced the book, he did a separate campaign where it was like an early adopter kind of thing. Even before the Kickstarter, it was like, you just want to sign up, send in money for a standard copy, here's a flat fee, and you just do it. And I guess I did that. But I don't remember. I even went back and looked at my credit card charges. I couldn't identify anything that was on that, so it must have been just farther back than I looked, or on a different card or something like that. And I guess I signed it Joseph, because when I look in the back of these as well, I'm in there twice. Once under JJ and once under Joseph. And I was like, oh my god, I feel so dumb. So he's like, yeah man, it's all yours, have at it, do what you want. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for looking into that. I feel like a total dweeb for doing this. And I'm more than happy to support you guys more. So thank you for getting back to me so quickly and whatnot and whatnot. So I have an extra book that I ordered and did not realize it. But again, like I said, I'm more than happy to support them, because these books, if you have not seen the NES one or this one, seriously, look into at least getting the NES one, because you might have a chance to win this other one. They're so well done, and just you open them up and it's just super, super nostalgic, and just everything in there is just so cool. Go look at other people's videos, doing reviews on the book and that kind of stuff and everything like that, because it's really, really cool. And they'll show you screenshots and pictures of the inside and everything. So I've got my collector's edition, the special edition that I'm going to be keeping and hanging on to, because this is the one I was expecting to get. So I'm super excited to have that. However, the standard edition is gorgeous as well. I mean, it's the same book, it's just got a different cover on it. And so a little bit on the inside is a little tiny bit different, but the design is pretty much the only thing. It's still the same book. And man, it's just to a random page or something, oh my gosh, yeah, I haven't opened this very much at all. But I mean, you can just tell, it's so detailed, so well done. And there's you can see what the card looks like, you can see screenshots from all the games. It's just so cool, and you can read literally on every game. It's just awesome. So all you have to do to enter this, be following the channel, comment on this video, your favorite. The last time I did a contest, it was all you had to do is just say your favorite NES game, and that was it. I'm gonna expand it a little bit this time, just because I want to kind of get to know people a little bit better. In this one, I want you to comment on this video, and obviously follow the channel, but comment on this video with your favorite Super Nintendo game and why. Like why it means so much to you, why you like it. Just because I want to kind of like hear your taste. I want to hear, you know, what you like and what was so cool about it. Because I have so many memories with the Super Nintendo. It is my favorite console by far, quite frankly. I even all through the PlayStation era, I still had this thing hooked up in my room. I still went back to play to it all the time. I absolutely adore it. So I am really looking forward to hearing what people have to say. So yeah, if you want a copy of this, or you want a chance at a copy of winning this, I'm going to announce the winner on, I'll make a video for Sunday, February 2nd. So you've got a little over, depending on when I release this, at least a month to get your chance in for doing this. So share this video with other people and stuff like that. I'll be posting it on Twitter a few times. I'll probably post links on other videos that I have. But I'm really excited to be able to share this with somebody else who genuinely loves the console and you know, wants to read about it. Not only their favorite game, but also so many other games. I mean, look how thick this book is, man. There's so much here. It's so great. And Pat and his team have done such an amazing job putting this thing together. And the NES one, I highly recommend you go to Amazon or you know, just look online. I'm sure there's plenty of other places that you can do it. Probably from his website, where you can just buy the NES book as well. Because I definitely recommend that one as well. So if you're a nostalgic nut like me, this is something that absolutely belongs in your collection. Can't recommend it enough. So yeah, follow, comment with your favorite game and why. February 2nd. That's when I will do the drawing. So get to it. Thank you again so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Well, I literally just told you to do that because that's the contest. But I'm in a weird habit of doing that at the end of every video now. So, God, it's been almost 2 years. Crazy. Thank you again so much for watching. And as always, keep on gaming.